tell me it's a bad thing. Being with you is distracting. You'll be everlasting on my lips. Your small manipulations of the palest invitations test the limitations of my grip, of my grip, of my grip, of my grip.
Hey, what's up, Allstate? How's it going? Yeah, it's kind of how I feel. It's going. You know, I had tamed a wolf on this character because I think a wolf's a better pet than the raptor, because the raptor can't learn dash, and the raptor has a couple other issues, but the raptor just looks so damn cool. Like, this particular raptor just looks so badass. Appropriately named Goldeneye. So, like I said before, I'm kind of a superstitious person, and I felt like this particular hunters kind of bound themselves with this particular pet, so we're just gonna roll with this pet for now. But we may still... I've got the wolf, but I don't know. I'll probably pick up a wolf. I think when I get to 50, like 50, level 50, I'll pick up one of the diseased wolves from Feralus. Man, just my money on this exchange, like the money I have on the exchange right now is down like so much money because of Bitcoin. But I think this is a perfect buying opportunity for people to go in and make some money. The problem is I don't have any money to buy right now. Bitcoin always loves to do these huge drops when I don't have cash. Like right around the time when I get my bonuses, when Bitcoin's like at its like an all-time high. You know, it's like my bonus comes in November. It's like, why can't we have like these shitty dips in November so I could buy at a low price? I think I did. Which one? Yeah, I think I did. Hold on a second. Oh, maybe I didn't. I just saw the kitty video, which I thought was hilarious, by the way. And then the cat saying looked like he's about to give some wise advice, but there's another video. I'm not sure. Was there another video? People chasing AI FOMO? Oh, maybe I didn't see that. Oh, but yeah, I didn't see that. Where did you post that at? Huh, let me check the Discord. Let me check the Discord. Yeah, I don't see it. You must have put it in Krypton Guy. Oh, there it is. Now I see it. Hold on a second.
Let me just say a few words on the market right now. In the year 2026, there'll probably be $1 trillion of capital that's going to flow into AI and the hyperscalers. We can see it right now. In the last 3 months, in the next 3 months, $400 billion of capital is being raised by OpenAI, by Anthropic, by Google, by SpaceX. You're literally watching an $85 billion IPO in SpaceX, an $80 billion offering by Google. No one ever dreamed that the company generating infinite cash, Google, is going to go to the market and ask for 80 billion more. Anthropic's doing an $80 billion raise. So what you have right now is a massive capital rotation, $400 billion in just a matter of weeks rolling into AI. About 1% of that, $4 billion has rolled out of the Bitcoin ETFs over the past 14 days. You have a portion of capital.
Actually, everything he's saying in this video, I already knew, because there was a good video by, I can't remember who the channel was, but I actually already knew this. Like, the reason Bitcoin's down is not because people don't like Bitcoin. It's because, and we talked about this before, it's because everybody's just jumping on the AI train. All these big AI companies are going up, 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 and everybody's just FOMOing into that. They're taking the money out of Bitcoin, they're putting it into that. But of course, eventually, when that stuff starts to crash, which eventually it will, and Bitcoin's people start putting the money back into Bitcoin, then Bitcoin's going to go back up. And the thing is, Bitcoin and Ethereum have the blockchain, and they can do the transactions that is required by AI. So apparently, Ethereum's even better at than Bitcoin. I'm not sure about that, but anyways, it's going to flip. Right? It's eventually all this money that's going into AI a lot of it's going to flip back in. Yeah, it's always rotating, but it's going to go back into Bitcoin at some point, and that's when we can make a ton of money.
Clearly, people they're not financing the AI trade with all crypto assets, but 1 or 2% of the market is crypto, and there is a reallocation to get ready for these massive IPOs. That has created a downward pressure on the price of Bitcoin, which has fallen from 82,000 to 62,000, 63,000 over those 15 days. I think everybody on X or in social media oftentimes loses their minds when the price falls, but it's not a complicated reason why this is happening. It's a massive vacuum. Every single investment bank on Wall Street is out there marketing the Anthropic deal, the OpenAI deal, the Google deal, the SpaceX deal, and everybody is got to come up with $400 billion of cash. And they're selling credit instruments, private credit, public credit. They're selling software as a service companies. Anything that looks stable, they're selling Bitcoin. They're rolling into the hot new issues, and that actually is the primary dynamic, I think, driving the market this week, this month, and it'll probably continue as long as these mega IPOs come. In the history of the world, there's never been $80 billion IPOs, and we're getting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be the biggest year of IPOs and equity issuance in our lifetime. How will the market react? You can see, I mean, there's just a massive amount of volatility, sometimes things surging, sometimes they're crashing. I don't think any part of the market's immune to that.
Yeah, and it's weird. I mean, people are just trying to raise up all this money because they want to grab all these massive IPOs that they think are going to go to the moon, apparently, right? So, I guess we'll see what happens. See what happens. But I think it feels like it's still just a pretty safe bet to just keep buying Bitcoin. I wish I would have sold my AMD when it was at its highest and just bought Bitcoin with it. Because I don't understand, but right now AMD's gone way down. Like, I don't know why, but AMD, like, let's see, AMD in the past week, I think is actually AMD stock. It's kind of tanked. In the last 5 days, AMD's down, well, I guess 7.5%, but since Wednesday, June 3rd, AMD's down 15%. Yeah, it's the end, right? That was a pretty far fall. I hate killing this quest. It's annoying. Oh, you bought when it crashed to 17K? Oh man, well you were smart. It was a gamble, but it paid off, right? I came into Bitcoin when it was around 56,000. So I don't think I think I'm still positive on like what I have right now, but a lot of the Bitcoin I bought, the last, year or two has been around probably 70,000 or 75,000, so yeah, I wish I wish I was a whole coiner. I wish I was a whole coiner, but I'm not. I'm not even a half coiner. You know what I mean? I just need jungle remedy, I guess. I think I said it. It's so dark over here. Having a hard time seeing. I don't even know how much Bitcoin I have. Like, let's see. Yeah, I don't have, like, let me think. Let me look at let me look at Robinhood. On Robinhood, I have around 0.1 Bitcoin. I have like 0.1 Bitcoin on Robinhood, and I probably have like 0.1 or Bitcoin on a cold storage. So I got maybe 0.2 Bitcoin. So what's that worth? Well, I guess when it was 124,000, it was probably worth about $30,000, right? But it ain't worth that now. Yeah. Well, I just keep buying, man. I just keep buying. And hopefully by the time I retire, maybe I'll have some money. I hope, All we can do is keep hoping. I love seeing people backpedal. I can't even backpedal. I don't even have the back button key bound. I literally can't walk backwards ever in World of Warcraft. I can't. It's not possible. You always back. I can't even do it, man. Like when I walk backwards, I do this. Like if I walk, I strafe this way. See, like that. Because I don't have a back. I use the S key for different keybinds. Different stuff. Actually, right now I don't think I'm using S key. Yeah, like my S key is not currently used for anything, but usually like on a caster. I mean, I usually use it for I'll use it for lots of different stuff, but nothing currently on this character. So what's interesting is on my pure melee hunter, right? On my pure melee hunter that died at 57, which still just blows my mind that I died. It was, what's funny about dying of all stay on that quest was that the only reason I died was because I had three mobs on me, and the NPC for the quest just keeps walking. Like she just keeps walking up the hill towards the altar. So she just continues aggroing more and more mobs, which is why that quest is kind of challenging. She was walking up, and I knew she was going to aggro this mob, and I didn't want the mob to kill her, so I ran up and feigned death, drop a freezing trap to freeze that mob, and then I could have killed the 3 mobs that were on me. But the mob resisted the trap, which is what really kind of screwed me. But had I known that was going to get me, had I known that was going to get me killed, what I could have done is I could have just let the NPC die. But then it would have, I would have lost the quest. The quest would have reset. Yeah, that particular, and I've done that quest before, and I've actually died on that quest before, but not on hardcore. I've died on that quest just, in regular normal mode before. So I guess it was probably should just have skipped it, or not done it when the mobs were like, my level or higher. So. You know what? Screw you. You and your frickin'. After stars, and you just grind. Well, I tell you what, if you're playing hardcore and you just grind mobs, your chance of dying is pretty low. You know what I mean? What? I wonder what rank my pet's claw is. Let's see, pet. Whoa, my pet's using bite. Really? Wow. I didn't know my pet was using bite. That's funny. And I had bite rank 5 and he wasn't even using it. Kind of surprised that I'm using bite on my raptor. Let me check. I'm sure raptor can use claw, right? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Oh. Actually, I guess we need to look at raptor first, but I'm sure raptor can use claw. Raptors can use claw, cower, bite, growl. I'm kind of curious because in my number crunching, claw on its own was pretty good damage. I think I read somewhere that they said if you use claw and bite, the problem is to tame both, you're using, skill points, your points to tame both, which, you don't have enough points in vanilla WoW to train up your armor all the way, to train up your... Actually, on a raptor, maybe you do, because on a raptor, you don't have dash, you don't have dash. Like on a wolf, you have Furious Howl, dash, and then bite. So that's 3 abilities. On a raptor, if you're just going to tame bite and claw, that's only 2 abilities. So you probably do have enough talent points to maybe max those and then try to max out your armor and your stamina. Interesting. It says right here that, and I just asked AI because, and I think I've read before that in theory, doing the highest rank available for claw and bite will give you the most damage. Pets have a focus pool that regenerates over time. If you only train claw, there will be times when your pet sits at high focus waiting to spend it. I find that very hard to believe because claw has no cooldown. So I don't see how... Claw fires when a focus is available. Bite fires when a focus is available and its cooldown is ready. He even says, like... Bite or claw better by itself. Claw is usually preferred because it has no cooldown and provides more consistent damage. Bite has a cooldown larger hits, but generally isn't used as often. For maximum DPS, train both. I'm still not sure. Okay, well, we'll try that. Well, maybe we'll try taming. I think I've got claw, don't I? Or do I? I don't even know. Looks like I guess I don't. We do have claw. Why does it say I can't train my pet? My pet currently knows... Oh, he does know claw. Why isn't it showing up here? This is what you see here. It says bite rank 5. But you can see down here he clearly knows claw. Okay, let's go over here. That's weird, man. It's like the Guild Wars 2 UI is glitching out or something. Normally it shows all your abilities in that window. Maybe my window was tabbed over one screen or something. Yeah, this is. It just says bite, but he clearly knows claw rank 4. Let me see if there's a new version. Yeah, a new version of Guild Wars 2 for Classic. Oh yeah, there's one that came out like one day ago. I probably should grab it then. Mm. My inventory is quite the mess. Huh, what else is new? Yeah, I wish, man. We need some Turtle WoW bags, right? Someone took over Turtle WoW and renamed it. There is no Turtle WoW, though. I mean, there is no Turtle WoW. How can someone take over something that doesn't exist anymore? But you're saying T-WoW. Are you saying Turtle WoW? I don't know what you're saying, man. There is no Turtle WoW anymore. Let's see. There we go. That fixed it. Now we can see all the abilities. See, before we were just saying bite. I was like, what? I was like, my pet knows more than just bite. Oh, and I already knew that. I knew people had already gotten the code was leaked. You know, the Turtle WoW code was leaked. I didn't. Is this guy actually hosting it for other players to play on it though? That I hadn't heard of anybody doing that yet. You know, I hadn't heard of anybody else like hosting it so other players could play. But honestly, who would want to? I mean, there's no reason to. If you're gonna go play somebody else's versus the Turtle WoW, you're pretty stupid because Blizzard will just shut that shit down probably. Besides, most people wouldn't play on it anyway. Turtle WoW's dead. It's dead. Druid Core. Somebody created a guild. So there's Elf Core. So like this whole event was race locked, but now somebody's doing a class locked guilds. Druid Core. It's kind of stupid, really. But whatever. People are stupid. Yeah. It feels like if for World of Warcraft it is, you know what I mean? But did you see Mighty Teapot's last video what he was talking about? Like Like if you watch Mighty Teapot's last stream, it was freaking hilarious, right? So he was reacting to the Guild Wars 2, right? The Guild Wars 2 information that came out today, the future of Guild Wars 2, and it was pretty hilarious.
We don't talk about the Hobbit.
Where is it? I can
It
find
was
it.
terrible, but I did eventually take it off. And you know,
No, this is not it. This one.
it's up, it's live.
Hey everyone, this weekend is massive.
So this video came out today. I don't know if you watched this one. This was by, Guild Wars 2 talking about the state of, they had to address the fact that they just released Guild Wars, or Guild Wars 3 is coming. So they didn't want people that are playing Guild Wars 2 to think that Guild Wars 2 is going to go away, which of course it isn't. Right. What they're doing was kind of interesting. I'd say what they're doing sounds like kind of like World of Warcraft. They're maintaining multiple different versions of their game. But check out Mighty. He gets so excited about this, right?
But I guess it looks kind of good. Oh, yeah, we also have a lot of these addressing these concerns very confidently, very assertively. And they have a very strong idea of where they're taking this franchise. Like, this is, I would say, overwhelmingly positive for anyone and very exciting for anyone, like, inside or outside of Guild Wars 2, to be honest. This is near perfect messaging, I think. Yeah, this is just mic drop, GG. Wow. This is the kind of communication I want, and I want to see this continue. Like, here's the important thing. I want to see this continue. Like, I'm loving that we're getting kind of a Q&A stream coming on Tuesday, but yeah, this is great. I love the fact that it's a video, not just a blog post, by the way. I think that's such a human communication method that's, I think, way better. And again, like Colin is here talking about, yeah, we're going to be giving you guys more info about 3 over the coming weeks and months stuff. Amazing. If we can keep...
Yeah, if you watch this video, it's fantastic. What's really cool is you can see that what ArenaNet did was they released Guild Wars Reforged, and you could tell that it was kind of like a test. They wanted to see, hey, if we re-release Guild Wars Reforged, how much interest will we get? I mean, how many people will come back and play it? And apparently a lot of people did. And so that was kind of like a test they did. They wanted to see, hey, can we start doing development for Guild Wars 1, the original game again, and get some people to play it? And if that's the case, we already know that we have a huge audience for Guild Wars 2. We also know, which at the time the public didn't know this yet, but we also know that we're going to be releasing Guild Wars 3. So, I mean, obviously they looked at Blizzard as an example of, Blizzard's got classic WoW, Season of Discovery, Retail WoW, HardCore WoW, classic WoW, Vista Pandaria. They have all these different versions of WoW, and they've been successfully maintaining them. And ArenaNet said, you know what, I think we can do the same thing, right? They said, people want to play Guild Wars 1. And the other thing that they did was they released Guild Wars 3 in an area of the game, like going way back in time, so that the games are very different. You've got Guild Wars, which is a completely different game than Guild Wars 2. And then you've got Guild Wars 3, which is incredibly different than those because it's on a completely different game engine with completely different, probably, graphics, completely different, like the character movement's different, completely different combat system. I mean, so they've got 3 very distinctly different games, but they're all still sitting within the Guild Wars 2 universe. And so this video they did today, they were talking about, what are the changes coming for Guild Wars and what are the changes coming for Guild Wars 2? And they were just kind of putting everybody's minds at ease. But the way they communicated was brilliant. I mean, it was really good. And Teapot's kind of acknowledging that here.
Keep this up, then this is going to be huge. Like, I think we could actually be growing Guild Wars 2. Like, we can be growing Guild Wars 1 and 3 simultaneously. This is going to be massive, I think. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I can't believe it. Is it finally the year of Guild Wars? Is this what we've been waiting for, guys? And yeah, Colin with the frog shirt, by the way.
Yeah, and so, like you said, Arena has the opportunity to destroy Blizzard. You think they'll blow up because they'll do the same with the woke crap? I don't know. I mean, has Blizzard? I mean, has ArenaNet done a lot of woke stuff? I haven't. I played Guild Wars 2 on and off throughout the years, right? And I don't remember them ever being. I mean, they definitely have some stuff in there that's probably woke friendly, but I don't think they're like anywhere near like what Blizzard's done. They don't have people riding around in pink wheelchairs with, missing arms and stuff, and you know what I mean. I don't know. I don't think it'll be anything. At least so far, they haven't done it. So. Have they? Yeah. I guess I just haven't played the game a lot recently, so I probably haven't seen it. But at this point, I'm kind of like woke immune. I'm so like disgusted with wokeness and all the bullshit that I just have trained myself to just ignore it. To just say this is gonna happen. This is the world we live in. There's nothing I can do about it. So just whatever. It's just do my best to try to ignore it. Really. Oh shit! Don't hit that guy. Of course, you got to heal himself. Heal yourself. Is he attacking me? Why is he attacking me now? Oh, I thought he was going to attack that other dude. Screw you, buddy. Let's heal my pet. Do we want to try to win this fight? We probably don't. Now he's healing. We don't want to win this fight. Once they start healing each other, it's going to bug out. Now we'll just kill whoever shows up. This guy wants to come, you're gonna die. You have a hard time ignoring it? Actually, the world... Yeah. I just wish California would fall off into the ocean. You know how like that? You know that GIF where Bugs Bunny like saws off California and it falls into the ocean? I just want that to happen. You might as well take fucking Colorado, or not Colorado. Yeah, take Colorado with it. Oh man, the world we live in is such a mess. It's just man, it's not the world like I was born into, man. It's so different. Oh well, what it is, man. Since you were, yeah. Yeah. But anyways, though, the Mighty Teapot video. So listen to
That is
this.
huge. I believe that is like the singing Hylek or musical Hylek from HOT. God knows what's up. HOT hype, HOT hype. Look, this is it. It's been a long time coming, guys, but we have finally arrived in the year of Guild Wars. No. The decade of Guild Wars. Grouch dropped it 15 years of Guild Wars 2. We're going to be playing this in the retirement home, gamers, and it feels damn good.
So one of the guy who did the update for Guild Wars 2 said that they plan on making 15 more years of Guild Wars 2 content. He actually said that. Now, I don't know if he was just being like kind of joking, but the lead person behind Guild Wars 2 said they plan on we plan on supporting this game for 15 more years. So Mighty Teapots, yeah, we're gonna be playing the Guild Wars 2 for 15 years. We're gonna be playing it in our retirement homes, and it feels damn good. But yeah, there you have it. House. What house is he talking about? I don't know what house he's talking about. Yeah. Oh, he wants to clear this. Yeah, sure. It's the second medallion I have. Get food buffs and whatnot. Yeah, I mean Blizzard. I mean Guild Wars. If Guild Wars 3 is good, I'm really concerned about Guild Wars 3. I didn't like the communication. I don't think so. Oh, but I. When's he trying to kill this one? Holy crap. Well, this rogue can't. Guess he wants to kind of whatever. Well, that's one way to clear it. That's one way to clear it. No, well, this character's not set up that way, Ballstay. This character's not running the race locked. I'm not running the race locked on this one. And you can. That's not enforced. Like when you're in the Elf Corps or whatever, like Shobek is the guy who kind of is the guild leader. He said you can choose to only group with elves, but you don't have to do that. That's just like a choice. So you can, So that really is just like up to you. So, anyways, my inventory is so fucking full. Can I get can't get an arrow off. Nice. I guess I do have this quest. Ooh, is this leather? Oh, it's cloth. Yeah. My inventory is just a freaking mess, man. This is just bad news. Holy shit, I just leveled. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even realize. Didn't even realize I had that quest, but I guess I did. So 10 points. Sure. Inventory, oh my god. We can give this guy some buffs. we got? We got intellect. Got spirit. Let's see if I'm out DPSing this this rogue. After this, we'll reset the damage meter here. It looks like I am out DPSing him, but we just reset the damage meter. Let's take a look. Just greed. Here, I can't trade because it's self-found. This guy, I don't know why this guy won't cast. He's not hitting the healers. He keeps trying to like attack the non-casters, which is a bad move. This guy's so afraid. Look, this guy's like, this is a bad idea. Oh, he can't hit them because they're using a debuff. I don't think this guy has played WoW very much. I mean, they have like a little debuff they throw at you, you know? That makes you basically miss. This rogue's legit scared. I don't like to group with people too much because, you know, they can. Sometimes I just assume that they know how to play the game, and if they don't, it can be a little ugly. And this rogue, particularly, he's not. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's like completely lost. Sure, whatever. He's like, I can deal with casters if the pet can take the melee. He is so worried about having multiple mobs. It's hilarious, man. You really don't want to let me get my traps off, do you? Oh, he pulled the guy ran away from. As soon as I dropped my freezing trap, he ran forward. Kind of funny. Yeah, but I'm not. Yeah, this character is not really restricted like the other character was. While stay, the other character couldn't do anything. Like was pure melee. Had to wear only armor she could craft. Like she wasn't really grouping with other people. She was very restricted. This one's I'm a lot more chill on this one. I mean, it looks like I'm like way out DPSing this rogue too. What level is this rogue? Oh, he's only level 30. That's why. Holy crap! What's he doing in here, dude? What are you doing? Just man, this rogue is level 30. What? No wonder he's scared. I'm like, what? I couldn't figure out why he was so scared. Well, he's like level 30. I'd be scared too if I was in here at level 30. I mean, these mobs are like, level 40. Now it makes sense. He said he couldn't hit the mobs. I didn't realize he was so low. Yeah, I mean, yeah, of course he can't hit mobs. They're like 4 levels above him. Buff up my pet some. Yeah, look at how many buffs I have. Holy shit. uh, I have so many freaking buffs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess 8 buffs. Quite a few. I had better drinking water. It's taking forever to recoup mana. I'm blowing through a lot of mana just because I'm trying to be careful with these pulls. Which just means I have to be wasting a lot of mana. Damn it. Damn it, damn it. Oh well. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. What's he got? Let's see. Is it? Yeah, I saw it was. It looked like it was getting ready to go up. There's just too many people talking about how good of an opportunity it is to buy Bitcoin right now, and I think there's just going to be too many people that are like, "Man, this is a, this is like a great opportunity to buy Bitcoin." Yeah, I mean, I'm literally running around with white swords. Like my character literally has 2 white weapons. Yeah, he does video shows anyway. Dude. I get excited if I get a good drop. Like if I get a good blue drop, I get excited. On hardcore I do because, But I mean honestly it's why does this guy stop moving? I still need one more jungle remedy apparently. I rolled a 66. I guess he's not gonna roll. I'll see. I'll see. It's just. Um, I'm gonna start being like my friend. Oh, what's his name from Unreal Tournament? There was this guy that I used to run into playing Unreal Tournament when I was a big UT player back in the day. And his name was Sephiroth. And he'd always come into, and he was really like good, right? Like really good at Unreal Tournament. And we'd be doing maps, and he'd come in, and he'd just beat the shit out of people. We both were really good. I was good too. And I was like one of the best players. And he was also up there, skill-wise. And he used to always, like, after he won a game, he'd always post in the chat window, "I'm the greatest player ever." I used to always say that. He's like, "I'm the greatest player ever." And he was good. He wasn't the best, though. There were lots of players I played. Well, not lots. There were a few I played that were better than Sephi, but not many. I mean, I count him on, like, one hand, That's how good he was. But I have to say Unforgiven was the best UT player I ever played against. Fury was good, but man, Unforgiven was, oh my god, that guy was good. I'll never forget playing against that guy. Those are the good old days, man. Back playing Unreal Tournament in 1999. Yeah, the good old days. It's funny, is all the years I've played like MMOs, like World of Warcraft, and all the MMOs I've ever played, I can still say, without a doubt, that my favorite game of all time and the most fun I've ever had in a video game was Unreal Tournament, and it wasn't even close. Like I have a blast playing MMOs, but I had more fun playing Unreal Tournament than I ever did playing an MMO. I can't get into FPS again because the problem with FPS is I'm so competitive when it comes to FPS that I don't really enjoy playing unless I'm really good at the game I'm playing, and it's too difficult to get into an established FPS because people have been playing those for years and years and years. So I mean, it would take me a while even get good to where I could compete. If I went and played something like Battlefield or, Counter-Strike or something, I'd be so far behind the curveball. And the other thing too is it's a much more stressful type of game. Like when I'm playing it, WoW or an MMO, I mean, even at high skill level and all that, I'm very chill. I don't really stress out. I'm just lean back to my chair. When I played Unreal Tournament, I was like at my peak, and I was like one of the best players probably in the United States. I was like up on the balls of my feet. I was sitting up in my chair, and I was very alert, and you have to be very engaged with the screen and your keyboard. You know what I mean? You're not chilling. At least I wasn't. You know what I mean? I wasn't like leaned back in my chair just relaxed. I was very my twitch reflexes and stuff, everything was ready to go, you know what I mean? So it was a little bit more taxing mentally and physically. Like, I knew exactly what hour of the day I performed best. It was around, I'd get up at 8 a.m. and I'd eat something, and I'd sit down and I'd have like a Coca-Cola, and then I'd play for about an hour or 2 hours. After about an hour or 2 hours, I was warm. I was really warmed up. Like my aim was locked in. My game was locked in. So usually around 10 a.m. to like maybe 1 p.m. like that window was where I usually perform my best, And then after that, I would start to get slightly fatigued, whether it was my eyes getting fatigued or my reflexes or whatever. You drop off a little. You're playing 3 hours straight of like at your peak performance. And then round 1, I would usually taper off a little bit. And I'd either keep playing or I'd take a break, maybe get some lunch, and then I could come back but I'd never be at like my peak performance for the day. But I'd come back and I'd be close. I might come back after like a lunch break or something, and I'd be 95% of my 100%. But I would never be 100% again for the day. Usually I wouldn't. Sometimes you would, but it's just trying to get back into FPS. I've thought about it. There's been many times I've thought about jumping. When Overwatch came out, I was super excited because you got to realize that Unreal Tournament, the way I played Unreal Tournament was different. Not the way I played it was different, but Unreal Tournament's a different type of FPS game. I don't think do I have it still loaded on my... Yeah, I do. Here, I'll say it. Kind of screws up my screen. Hold on a second here. It like totally screws up my resolution and everything because the game's so old. Alright, let's try. And I don't know if you guys can see it either. Hold on a second. Let me try that again. Oh, I accidentally opened up the editor. Let me...
In 2291, in an attempt to control violence among deep space miners, the New Earth government legalized no-holds-barred fighting. Leandri Mining Corporation, working with the NEG, established a series of leagues and bloody public exhibitions. The fight's popularity grew with their brutality. Soon, Leandri discovered that the public matches were their most profitable enterprise. The Professional League was formed. A cabal of the most violent and skilled warriors in known space, selected to fight in a grand tournament. Now it is 2341. 50 years have passed since the founding of Deathmatch. Profits from the tournament number in the hundreds of billions. You have been selected to fight in the Professional League by the
Leandri's Rules Board. Your strength and brutality are legendary.
The time has come to prove
you are the best.
To
crush your enemies. To win the tournament. I haven't played this game in so long yet, I still know every word she says. You know what I mean? Woo!
You like that?
We need a.
Got it.
Oh man, it's so funny because I haven't played this game in so long. I'm so bad at it. Let's do. Hold on a second. Let's go. And I don't have any of the good maps. No, I don't want to do Dixie. Where's Facing World? Let's just do Face. Oh, the music on... Okay. It's so weird because I'm so not used to using... Oh, no, this isn't right. That's not right either. Holy moly. My own teammate.
I just slaughtered that guy.
Oh my god.
I'm under heavy attack. Burn, baby.
Oh. Ah.
You suck.
You suck, baby.
Die, bitch.
Like, you can't even. Can you imagine putting out games today where it'd be like,
Blue leader, I've got your back. I need backup. You suck.
oh my god. I do suck. Oh my god. I'm on your team. I know you are, buddy. Shit. Did not. I ran out of ammo.
Hey, same team. I'm on your team, idiot.
I'm on your team, idiot. No, no shit, broski. Oh.
I need some backup.
The greatest game ever made, Ran. Unreal Tournament is the greatest game ever made. Yeah, so what I was trying to say, and the reason I wanted to show you Unreal Tournament is because, as you can see, it's a very fast-paced game. Like, the movement, you know, I'm playing usually like 135, 35, 135 game speed, 35 air control. So the movement's very quick. So if I were to go back into FTS, it has to be a game that has that kind of dynamic movement, that very quick movement where you can like low gravity, like double tap dodge, and fly through the air, and you have stuff like translocations, different types of options with different types of weapons that can do different things, So, yeah, let me get rid of that and go back to the game capture in game. No, it wasn't this one. There we go. I just have to like turn that on and off. I'm not used to switching back between game mode and capture mode. Anyway, so yeah, to play an FPS game, it would have to be something that I really felt like had the similar movement to like an Unreal Tournament. And the reason I was so excited when Overwatch came out was because Overwatch was the first FPS that came around that had that kind of like really dynamic movement. Had that kind of fast. Hey, what's up, Insomniac? So when Overwatch came out, I was like ecstatic. Like, and if you look at like I played Overwatch when it first came out. Like, oh my god, I'm addicted to Widowmaker. Well, this is 9 years ago. Widowmaker. This was a funny video. Well, let's see what this one looks like. Nothing right there. That was just some shitty gameplay. This is when I first started playing the game, though. Like, Widowmaker highlights. This one was pretty funny. Widow stuff. This was... And the cool thing was, in Overwatch, there was a character that was very similar to the way I like to play Unreal Tournament. Because in Unreal Tournament, I played a lot of low gravity, and I played rocket launcher a lot. I played a lot of game modes where it was rocket launcher only, and I was like, God mode with rockets. So Pharah in Overwatch was basically, yeah, Insomniac, I was so mad that I died because it was just such a stupid death. It wasn't a stupid death. I mean, there were a lot of different factors that went into the death. One, I didn't realize how hard those mobs were going to hit. Also, I didn't realize that my pet being so weak that he was getting shredded too quickly. And I also miscalculated how dangerous it was to try to skirt back out the way I came. So there were a lot of factors that kind of... I don't really want to say it was overconfidence. I just say probably me not knowing that specific area of the map as well as I know a lot of the areas of the game, and maybe not understanding the amount of damage that those guys could put out, because they actually put out quite a bit of damage. Whatever. Yeah, and I tried playing the Season of Discovery, because JP wanted me to play Season of Discovery, but I just can't play it. I don't like it. I don't like Season of Discovery. So I already had a level 36 melee hybrid hunter that I'd been leveling up on this server, so I decided to jump back on that one and just keep continuing on. It's a different challenge. Obviously, it's a much easier challenge because it's not melee only. I can use Serpent Sting, so I have Serpent Sting, Viper Sting, and Scorpid Sting that I can use, but mostly that just means I'm using Serpent Sting. And then I don't have any restrictions on gear, so whatever gear I get from dungeons, whatever I can use. So, but I was, we were talking about, like, I don't know, somehow I got on the topic of Unreal Tournament, which I do from time to time. because Unreal Tournament is my favorite video game of all time. And we were talking about, Valse was saying, well, maybe you should try to get back into FPS. And I was trying to explain that for me to get back into FPS, it has to be a certain type of FPS. And even then, it's the amount of time. Like, I couldn't get back into it the way I'd want to because I'm married, basically. Like, when I played Unreal Tournament, that's all I did. I mean, I basically eat, slept, and breathed Unreal Tournament. I played like 8 hours a day every day for like 3 years. Like I literally, I mean, I'm sure there were days when I didn't, but on the majority of the days in a 3 year span, I put in probably anywhere from 6 to 8 hours on Unreal Tournament. Like that's what I did. That was like my life, you know. So, but Pharaoh was the closest one to kind of really going back to how I like to play Unreal Tournament. And so Pharaoh was really fun to play in Overwatch until they kind of changed. Like the worst thing about Blizzard is Blizzard loves to change their games and all the time. Like you'll have a character in Overwatch that's really good one week, and then they'll change it. They'll like nerf it or buff it or whatever. They'll do something to it that makes it not as good, or maybe it's not as good for you. You know what I mean? Same thing with retail WoW. You'll have like a warrior retail WoW might be really good for PvP, and then they'll make some changes, balance changes. Suddenly the warrior's not as good for you the way you play the warrior, which I hate that about Blizzard. You know? Overwatch. I would say the release and the announcement video release for Overwatch at BlizzCon was probably one of the most exciting moments I've had. I almost killed their whole team right there, which was awesome. I almost killed their whole team with one shot. That was awesome. So they're basically taking they're basically trying to carry their building. They have to escort this thing to here to win, to right here. So they're getting close to winning, and then I just sneak, and then this guy throws up a shield to protect them, and I come up and just kind of ruin the party. Quadruple kill. I just wiped out 4 of their 5 teammates. What's good about this clip, what makes this clip good is it shows you how well I'm weaving shots in between using the cover, like the area around me to protect me, right? While I'm shooting, right? That's what's so good about this clip. And that's what makes a really good Pharah player, is you're able to weave shots in and out while using the terrain, the natural terrain, to make it very difficult for anybody to hit you, right? First I throw my kind of dispersion, I don't know what you want to call it. I shoot a rocket that basically has a knockback effect, right? So I'm trying to knock this guy back. I think it doesn't. It misses. It goes beyond him. And then I immediately shoot a rocket at him. And that, and that hits the ground right at his feet. You always aim at the feet. You don't aim at the people. Because you can miss the people. But you aim right at their feet, you're always going to hit. You're not going to miss. And every rocket has concuss. So it's going to launch him into the air, right? And then immediately I know I'm reloading. So whenever you reload, you move to protect yourself. So as I reload, I move behind the column. So if he shoots at me, I'm protected while I'm reloading. And then as I come around the column, now my reload's almost done. I'm moving over here to get more protection as I'm reloading. Reload done. Come right back, and I'm going to shoot and try and nail this guy because he's right around the corner. Here he comes. And I kill him. That was a dead shot right in his chest. That particular area at the time I shot his chest because I couldn't shoot the floor because there was too much of a ledge here and I was worried about hitting that. Then here you're just shooting. This is the entry point where the enemy team tends to come into this particular defensive position. So what I'm doing here is I don't see the enemy, but you never stop firing. Like when you're in an area where people are flooding through, you just lay down suppression fire. This is me just throwing down stuff to kind of make sure that if somebody does walk through, they're going to catch a little concussive blast in their face. So the same thing. Guy comes through here. I whip to shoot. Whip. You can see the rocket whips to the left very quickly, and I think I nailed him right in the chest again and killed him. 62 damage. So I actually whipped to the left, shot my rocket, caught him dead on. Boom, right in his chest. He's dead. And then again, immediately fired through the other open way in case somebody was sneaking through there while I was shooting this guy. So I'm aiming through the open way, and I just hit the corner there, which is fine. So that's just, that's kind of how you play fair. So Overwatch was like a super good game. I played Widowmaker pretty much exclusively when it came out, and I even had a Widowmaker hoodie. I had a Widowmaker hoodie, an official, like Blizzard Widowmaker hoodie. I had a Widowmaker t-shirt. I was big into Overwatch when it first came out, but then it got so toxic. The game became super toxic. And this isn't a perfect example of how you bully people with Pharah. This is me bullying somebody. So, we got a person up here. Again, see, I'm aiming my rocket at where they're going, but I'm aiming at the ground. I'm not aiming at them, right? They happen to walk into it. I don't think it hit them. It hit the ground, but it was enough to kill them. Now, this person, unfortunately, is going to get bullied. I aim right at them. Then I aim right at them again, right at their feet. Then I'm just basically just aiming at the terrain around them, because if your Pharah is on you and you don't want to be near walls or floors, because a good Pharah is going to use those to just shoot the rockets at those, because you can't miss. If someone's standing next to this wall here, I just shoot the wall. I'm not going to miss the wall, but if I aim at the person, I might miss them. Of course, in this case, you can aim at the person because if you miss them, it's going to hit the wall behind them anyway, so it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, but they used to have this really cool thing in Overwatch that tracks statistics, and I was always like top 10% in the United States, like for like kills. I was like top 10% always in the United States for kills on Pharah, but I was like top 1% or even top like 0.06% for deaths, which means like out of all the people that played Pharah, I died like almost fewer than anybody, and I was like around top 10% for kills. So I was getting tons of kills, and I never died. Like never was I getting killed, So the only way I would go into an FPS game, and it would have to be something like an Overwatch game, something like a team shooter. Team shooters are my favorite. Like Gotham City Heroes was another really good one. But yeah, good game. Good game. Yeah, Marvel Rivals is the big one, and I've actually played it, and it's actually a good game. But again, it's one of those things. I would never get into an FPS now if I didn't get into it on day one that the game came out, because I wouldn't want to fall by. The thing with an FPS game, especially a game like a team shooter like Marvel Rivals or something like that, is people. It's hard to get into those games like a year or two after they've released, because people have kind of played the game for, and they've gotten very good with the individual characters. So you're like so far behind the 8 ball because you're coming in as a new player, doesn't know anything. You're just basically gonna get your ass handed to you for like, unless somebody really, unless you really put in the time. And I think the biggest thing that really prevents me from doing FPS is FPS is much more of a time sink. Like you think you have to play a lot of an MMO. You don't have to play a lot of an MMO to be good at an MMO. You really don't, because MMOs are pretty similar. You just learn the combat system. You go around. You learn the game, right? It's not. You don't have to have the same amount of skill to do. To execute combat in an MMO that you do in an FPS game, right? So plus the FPS, you're usually going against other people. And other people are definitely a lot more skilled than NPCs that you're killing in an MMO. So I think the biggest thing that really prevents me from getting, into an FPS game like competitively is just the fact that I'm married. If I was single, I could do it. Even at my age, I think I could still be good. People are always like, "Oh, you're older. You're." People always say, "Well, your reflexes aren't good when you're older." I'm like, that's not true. I have great reflexes. I'm 56 years old and I still have fantastic reflexes. But I'd have to play, man. And I'm talking like 6-7 hours a day. If I wanted to be like at least at a decent level. I mean, when they announced Overwatch, I was watching the live stream for Blizzard when they announced Overwatch, and I was so I was so excited. So I was like, shit, this is like my kind. This is my kind of FPS. Oh well. I don't. Oh, there it is. Fade leaf. So hard to see. You like arcadey battlefield style FPS? Borkoot, man. How's it going, Borkoot? Yeah, Blizzard totally screwed up Overwatch. Like, and Jeff Kaplan, as much as I like Jeff Kaplan, I don't think he's the best. I mean, Jeff Kaplan, I don't think was the best person to put behind an FPS because he was trying to turn an FPS game into basically like an MMO. He was trying to make it have all this PvE like story and content, and to me, that may be good at some point in time, but I'm not sure that was the best approach for Overwatch. I think Overwatch has already been released as not really a game like that. I just don't think that was the best approach. So, personally, for me, I don't think that's the best approach. I didn't know I had the Unreal Editor on here. We should play around in the Unreal Editor, man. Unreal Editor 2.2, man. You talk about the Unreal Engine. I mean, this was the Unreal Editor, Ah, man. I used to actually create levels in Unreal Engine with this editor. I actually made levels, and it was a long time ago, but I used to. Yeah. This has been so long. These are selection, right? Bill is a selection tool. It's been too long. I would like to do some dungeons on this character. You're playing on White Mane. I mean, this is hardcore, so. But I'm just trying to level this character to 60. I'm just mad. I had a melee only hunter that died at 57, which is just it makes me sick to my stomach every time I think about it. So I'm trying to get redemption. The biggest reason I'm playing this hunter is I'm trying to get some sort of redemption, man. Some sort of revenge, some sort of You know, I'm gonna get this one to 60, and I'm gonna go do that quest and kill those those stupid NPCs that killed me. I mean, I'm joking. I'm probably not gonna do that, but. Would you please give me the jungle remedy? Thank you. Quest complete. I like the hunter. I mean, I certainly don't play the hunter like most people, but I like the hunter. I mean, it's just I like the pets, the different types of pets you can have, and I like the fact that you can do melee, you can do ranged. It's a fun class. And apparently I'm not the only one, because man, there are so many hunters on this server, it's ridiculous. Of course, I think a lot of people. This is a hardcore server, so I think a lot of the reason we have hunters is because a lot of people think that Hunter is probably one of the easier hardcore characters, but I actually beg to differ. I don't think Hunter is one of the easiest hardcore, because once your pet dies, you're in a world of hurt, and that's what happened to me. You know, my pet died, but that was fine. I mean, I wasn't counting on my pet living. I was just trying to reset the fight and get away, but it didn't work out. I underestimated the amount of damage those guys were going to do to me, but that's fine. I really don't fight. I probably shouldn't have been doing a quest that had mobs that were at my level or a level higher than me either. When I had to fight like 3 or 4 at a time, that was just a bit much. A little bit too much for my character to handle. Most family classes. Oh yeah. I was live streaming. The Summer Games Fest when they announced it. I wasn't live. I was live streaming it on to my members channel only though. The only people that could actually see my live stream was I think people that were members of my channel. But yeah, I was live streaming it. And I'm super excited for Guild Wars 3. I'm a little bit concerned about how they. I'm not really happy with the focus of what they chose to focus when they had their article on their website saying, you know, what is Guild Wars 3? I'm not really happy with how they explained what is Guild Wars 3 because it felt like they were focusing on stuff that to me isn't that important. Like they're like, oh, there's all this cool movement and momentum and gliding and sliding and running up cliffs, and I'm like, I mean that's cool and all, but that's not what an MMO should be about. MMO shouldn't be about like gliding and running up hills. An MMO should be about adventure. It should be about like exploration. It should be about like overcoming difficult objectives. It should be about growing as a character and becoming stronger and not climbing the side of a mountain. You know what I mean? So that was a little. Didn't really like that. Well, the Riot MMO, we know they're working on it. And the good news is if the Guild, I mean, I'm hoping and praying that Guild Wars 3 is really successful because keep in mind, there aren't a lot of MMOs that are coming out in the West at all. Part of that is because none have come out in a long time that have been successful, and you know, investors aren't going to invest into something that doesn't have a proven track record. You know, after WoW became so popular, everybody wanted to make an MMO because like, oh man, if they could do this and make millions, why can't we? But then all these companies failed trying to do that, and so now then everybody pulled out and said, well, I'm not going to invest in this anymore because the last 10, 20 companies tried to create a big MMO, they've lost money. So if Guild Wars 3 can prove that they can run not only 2, but 3 different MMOs simultaneously and be profitable and be very successful, then I think it might help to get more people in the West to start making MMOs again. I hope. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just a pipe dream. I don't know. But I think with AI and stuff, you know, with the way AI is going, I mean, creating MMOs is going to be a lot easier. You know, because the tools are there to make to help, you know, rapid application development become more of a reality for the development of MMOs.
Go with honor, friend. Well met. For the Alliance. Be careful.
Can I help you? Farewell. Safe travels.
Ooh. That's an upgrade. Oh, that's a big upgrade. Because it's 2.8, so it's a higher top end damage. So it's bigger crits of Raptor, plus it's got agility stamina. So this is actually a nice upgrade.
Be careful. Farewell.
Yeah, that's actually a nice little upgrade.
Greetings. For the Alliance. Have a good one. What can I do for you?
Mail.
Light bless you.
Nice.
Light be with you. Go with honor, friend.
I like dual wield. I like the activity of it. You know, the swinging more often just feels more enjoyable. Um, and if you miss, it doesn't feel so punishing. Like if you have a two-hand weapon and it's a slow two-hand weapon, if you miss, let's say you miss 2 swings in a row, it feels really punishing because you could be waiting like, you know, like a good 10 seconds or more to actually land a blow that actually hits. If you do get the unfortunate occurrence of missing a couple times in a row, which does happen. So yeah, that feels kind of bad. That's 2 of them. I don't really how many we got? We only got 1. I'm pretty high level, that's why. You didn't grow up with Warcraft, but you have to ask, do you miss the old days? Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I miss playing with my brother. You know, I used to play with my brother back in like 2006, 2007. And we used to, like in the Burning Crusade, we played a lot of PvP together. So there was a time when we both were playing, like we both had, like I had a rogue and I had a hunter and a priest. And he played just rogue only. So we'd do battlegrounds. We would dominate battlegrounds, like we'd do like double rogue. We would be quite a force because we were both really good on rogues, and so that was, yeah, I miss doing that. That was a lot of fun. So I don't really miss like a guild. I mean, I ran a guild back in TBC or Wrath Lich King. I ran a guild called Warrior Poets, like a long time ago, and it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But I think I just missed playing with my brother because that was so much fun, you know. I miss doing PvP. with my brother because we were both so good at it. Yeah, GTA 6 man. I've never played any Grand Theft Auto games. I've never even played a single one. God. Felt like no fighters, it's all a bunch of casters. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna heal that guy, buddy. Sorry. No healing for you. Can't stop this. I really wish that Hunter had an interrupt. I'm not big into horror movies. I don't dislike horror movies. I like supernatural horror movies. I don't like hack and slash movies. I don't play any horror games though, no, not really. Oh yeah, I love Supernatural. I love Supernatural, man. That's a great show. Yeah, I don't think I only watched the first season, and then I didn't watch anything after that because it just seemed like it was going downhill. Gonna heal me? Yeah, you're gonna heal. You bastard. Really? Resisted? Freaking resisted. Ah, I hate these medicine men. They're so annoying. It's alright. Don't worry, buddy. I got you. I got you. Fantasy World like Warcraft movie, kind of fun to watch. Yeah. Yeah. Too many. I want to try to kill the three of them, but I'm a little... I don't have much mana. I don't want to get killed just for being... thinking I can kill three when I probably can, but... fuck it, we'll just reset them real quick. Well, I don't. I mean, Hunter may be easy to play on the surface, but to actually play a Hunter really well is, I don't think, is that easy. Well, it's not hard. I mean, the Hunter is one of the easier classes to play. I mean, to me, Priest would be Paladin, Priest. I would put them as pretty easy classes to play. Classes that I would say are more difficult, like to play well, or Druid. You know, Druid, maybe Rogue. But to me, like Priest and Hunter and Paladin are all, you know, pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy about them. So you want to switch for... No, like I said, I mean, I think Priest, Paladin, Hunter. Classes that I think are probably a little bit more difficult would be like, you know, Warlock. You know, Warlock, Rogue, Shaman, and Druid. Oops. Shaman's kind of a pain. Cool class though. Fun class, but definitely there's a lot. They have a lot of abilities, so they have a lot of abilities. So knowing what to use when just, you know, takes time. I love Disc Priest. Disc Priest is one of my favorite classes. Sorry, buddy. No heals for you. Yeah. You know, use a macro. And I'm always using macros, like, constantly. Alright, there's so many. It's so funny how when you need to kill fighters, there's no fighters around. But when I need to kill medicine men, there's no fucking medicine men around. Well, here's a fighter. When you hit NPC or player jump, then hit. I'm not sure what you mean.
Hail to the night.
Cancel the animation while shooting arrows. Okay.
What are you looking for?
We changed the pet we tamed at the beginning of the game. If so, should you change the pet we? Oh, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, that's completely up to you. All the pets are, there's slight, there's different variations of pets. There's different, some pets do more damage than others. Cats do more damage than wolves. Wolves do more damage than turtles. You know what I mean? It just depends on what you're looking for. That's a completely personal preference, man. If you want to change, the pets you tame at the beginning for the pet taming quest are fine. You can keep those all the way to 60, and that's just fine. So it really just depends on what you want.
Be careful.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Certain pets, yeah, like, you need to You need to put your pet in the stable and go tame, you know, another pet to get the higher rank of claw or whatever it is you're looking for. Well, if you don't find other pets and tame, no, so you do have to tame other pets to get higher ranks of abilities. Like you can't just, you can keep your pet, and if you never tame another pet, your pet's never gonna have. He's never gonna have, like, you know, let's say you tame a kitty. He's never gonna have like claw rank, you know, 7 or whatever. He's only gonna have what he had when you tamed him. So if you want your pet to be, you know, good, you're gonna have to tame other pets. Hey, good morning, man. It is early, man. It's 3 a.m. So I need to go to bed pretty soon. But not yet.
Have a good one. See you around.
Well, I think on a hunter, skinning and leatherworking is by far the simplest and easiest profession route to go if you're just looking for easy.
Light be with you. Light bless you.
Home is where the heartache is. So baby, pack up your desktop. Let's piggyback the internet.
Need something?
From the Walmart
Have a good one.
parking lot.
King's honor, friend.
Hair high with the cat eye. You held my hand in
What
a movie. Got me iced teas. Our friends ran off to 2E. Said you can't be shit if you can't be true to you. And you slap the streets on like your parents' Subaru. Long live being in love, being obscene.
Good day to you.
Long live
See you around.
19. Black coffee, acetaminophen. Long live the listening and everything in between.
Safe travel.
Motherfucking city. Long live the scene. Long live the motherfucking city.
Well, it's 3 in the morning. Everyone's dead because it's 3 in the morning, man. It's 12 p.m. Oh shit. Lonely. Whatever that time one is. Yeah, it's always a funny one. Is it 12 a.m. or 12? Is it 12 a.m. or 12 midnight? Whenever, for me, if it's 11:59 p.m. when it goes from 11:59 p.m. to 12, for me that's 12 midnight. Right? So I would say 12 midnight. And then for, if you want, you can say 12 a.m. You can say 12 a.m. or 12 midnight, either one. But then when you say noon, like 12 p.m. noon, then I would say it's noon. Like if it was 12 p.m. noon, I would just say it's noon. Or 12 p.m. 12 p.m. or 12 noon is the same thing to me. Midnight would be 12 a.m. or 12 midnight. That's how I think of it anyway. But when someone says 12 p.m., I think of, 12 noon. Hmm.
What can I do for you?
Not sure where to go now. Oof.
Welcome to the planet. Welcome to existence. Everyone's here. Everyone's here. Everybody's watching you now. Everybody waits for you now. What happens next? What happens next? I dare you to move. I dare you to move. I dare you to lift yourself up off the floor. I dare you to move. I dare you to move like today never happened. Today never happened before.
And this boat's taking its own sweet time.
Welcome to the fallout. Welcome to resistance. The tension is here. The tension is here.
Is that the, no, that's something else. Cool looking. Touch of chaos. Warlock's got some nice gear.
What can I do for you? See you around. How are you? See you later. You need something?
Are you getting tired of hanging around here? Is it bringing you down? We've been talking
Be careful.
about how we get enough fear if we got it down. All the city towers over us, and all our problems make us powerless. Let's get somewhere with the world.
All right, I'm heading to bed, guys. It is 3:15 a.m. I need to get some sleep. I hope you guys are having a good one. Thanks for stopping by, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.